Okay, so it looks like the chart looks decent. Well, it should be decent because as you could see, with Q Card getting elected there, and then you have April, you have this deal going through a lot of series of changes, and that's because of the gold bounces and things like that. Every time there's bad news for the economy, we get a dip slip, and there was a projected slip there. It looks like October, and then we have December 21, and then we get a huge spike. Why? Because inflation's through the roof, and bad economic numbers keep on coming out, and it doesn't get any better. And you're seeing this, Kage, going through the system. You're getting a lot of a gravitational pull towards gold recently. All your gold stocks are popping right now. One thing, guys, when you're going to go, if you're going to go want to invest in gold stocks, one of the things you want to watch for is production of mines. The mining stock, things like that, production of mines is where you want to check out before you go and dive in. If they don't have a producing mine or they haven't produced crap in a while, make sure that you don't buy into the hype and do your due diligence and look at the mine. Okay, so going into what would you say they do here? They engage in the production of gold, silver, and copper, so not just one, all. It operates through the following segments: the El Pinion, the Canadian Malartic, Jacobinia, Florida, and other mines that the corporation owns. It was founded in headquartered. It's founded by Peter Marone and is headquartered in the People's Republic of Toronto, Canada. Kage, go into StockTwits because that's where the real traders are at. What do you got on your end for this?
I'm seeing a lot of bulls for gold stocks.
Mm-hmm.
For this stock in particular, this is one of the better ones. How about this take from seller high, buyer low? He says, "Good bullish. Good day for gold mining companies with gold hitting over $1,900.
Mm-hmm.
It fell from there. Let's see if we can't get a push again to stay over that. Mining companies have been hitting it with earnings.
Mm-hmm.
Look for it to continue to move them.
It's going to keep on moving because unfortunately we are circling the drain. Every week comes out more piss poor numbers, commodities and products, consumer price index, things like that. It just keeps, it's bad news bears, and you're going to see gold go higher and higher. So the only thing
people want that assurity, they want that hedge against their wealth and all their hard work to be set in stone and whatnot.
Just
set in metal, I guess you should say.
And the only thing I'd like to say for some of the people out there is say, well, you didn't go into this and that. Do you want me to get my pom poms out and start cheering for a company and telling you to buy? That's not what this is for. This is to give you the latest breaking information and sometimes go into new things that are going on and breaking why people are gravitating towards this stock. Going on to CT Insider, Yamaha Gold Incorporated on Thursday reported its fourth quarter earnings at $109.7 million, guys. The Toronto-based company said it had a net income of 11 cents a share. That results in exceeded Wall Street expectations. The average estimate of the 5 analysts surveyed by Zacks Investment Research for earnings was 9 cents per share. The gold mining company posted a revenue of $503.8 million in that period. For the year-end reported profit, $147.5 million, 15 cents per share. Revenue was reported to $1.82 billion. So Kage, do you think that some of this is hype from some people pumping up the jam, or do you think that's everybody's? I mean, because I'm thinking you're going to see this all through oil, all your commodity stocks. People are going to start changing to all these different resources and like food, things like that. They're going to start going to physical there. What do you say?
I think the same thing. I don't think this is just hype. I think people are seeing the writing on the wall. The traders are getting nervous, and
you're starting to see a lot of more.
What do traders do when they get nervous? They buy gold.
You're
sure that their hard-earned savings are still worth something.
You're starting to get all these radio ads on the radio saying about gold IRAs and things like that. They're coming. Before they were some here and there. Now it seems like all the time bombarding of gold IRA because the gravitation towards that. What else do you got from the twits where the real traders are at?
How about this comment from tonight. He says, in this market, only two long holds await. Nothing less, nothing more. Oil and gold. Oil and gold. And a little bit of lithium as a bonus.
And don't forget your natural gas either, except now is not the time for that, but coming up again in the summer is when you want to grab the cheap stuff. And then you want to go to around October, November time, you want to hit that natural gas. Because this winter was mild compared to others. There's more, this wasn't as bad as some of the other ones, and so we have to see how that plays out. What else you got there from the twits?
How about this from Hot Dog 7? He says, bullish. AUY, financial results, record cash flows increase to mine operation earnings. Fourth quarter net earnings, of $109.07. $199.7 million, or 0.11 per share basic and dilution. Adjusted net earnings, of $101.4 million. So yeah, it's good. It's good overall for the fourth quarter that they did.
So going into Global Newswire, they have looks like they wrote up an article a week ago about the track record of the mineral reserves replacement. The company replaced gold mineral reserves at each of the wholly owned operations at 130% depletion, highlighting the sustainability and longevity of its mines. Another year of mineral reserve growth at Jacobina had hit another year for revenue growth, adding 324,000 ounces of gold mineral reserves and 5% year-to-year increase above depletion. Gold mining reserves have grown 55%, or 1 million ounces net of depletion in the last 4 years, 2.94 million ounces, and mineral resources have increased 69% over the same period. It looks like releasing the numbers from the Odyssey mine there. The Odyssey mineral resources continue to grow as a result of ongoing exploration and drilling, with 2.35 million ounces indicating the general resources and 13.15 million ounces of interfered gold mineral resources for 100% basis report at the end of the year. And then they also put for the El Penon reserve, they've achieved a fourth quarter consecutive year of adding mineral reserves in excess depletion or mineral reserves for 23% to 1.3 million global equivalent ounces. So we're seeing something. You're getting the production out of the mines, which is great. And everybody's parroting this company, and it's actually showing up on the pump and dump list as well there, Kage. Just something to keep the listeners informed about is that if you're, because we're talking about this, don't go and jump in and buy it just because it's being promoted right now. I believe we talked about this a little bit ago too as well. What else do you got there from the twits?
Mostly good sentiment for this company that I'm seeing. How about this one from In the Money Green? AUY, hope this prints tomorrow. He's got a breakdown of his trade for 5.04 and current price 0.06, average 0.04. Today's return plus $166, and it's up 50%.
Yeah. Pretty much if you're going through the top search stocks right now, all the stocks pretty much being talked about are gold. Gold's just popping off through the roof. If you can't afford to buy a gold coin or buy the physical there, you have a chance to buy the stock there. You just have to, the digital and the stock is a little more crazy and volatile, things like that, so you got to be careful. But it's another way to get gold if you're not going to store it at your house or you don't want to buy anything physical. Go and check out stocks and see what you got there. Going to the production of the mines, there's the location of all your mines right there showing up on the screen. You got the North American mine, and then you have all the four mines there in South America there. Going into you could go into there, and they have all the mines listed on the site there. And then they also posted the dividends and revenues there on the website. Yeah, I mean, it looks decent right there. What else you got there on the twits there?
How about this one from Viros? He says, bullish, AUY, gold price going up makes sense nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a chart with the price of gold and this stock, looks like.
Yeah, so pretty much everybody is covering this right now. I mean, you even got a plug from AP right here. So I mean, people really have to watch where this could go because I'm sure the shorts are going to get out possibly tomorrow. You could see some movement on the down end just because there's going to be guys kind of clean out for Skilo Friday. Looks like the results exceed Wall Street expectations, and the estimate of 5 analysts surveyed Zacks Investment Research for earnings of 9 cents per share. The gold mine, and it just goes over basically what we covered. AP, so all of them are pretty much parroting each other of what they're saying. So we're not going to go into that article because it's basically all the same. Do you have anything to add on this one as far as that? It's worth a decent look because what else do you have to go after, right?
I would say it's always going to be a decent look when you're talking
Mm-hmm.
about hard resources like gold, silver, and
Yeah,
copper.
well, especially
We always need to have those resources for not only our monetary basis, but also for our technological basis.
yeah, and
So
especially
I would give it a good hard look and find your buy point for this one.
yeah, especially when we're going towards when we're retracting all the time because we got to get back to the normal levels and when you're in a debt and based economy, which we are. If some of you want to deny it, that's fine. But this is a debt economy. It's based on debt. It's run by debt right now. Unfortunately, it's juiced and injected. That's why you're seeing all these people gravitate towards the gold stocks and things like that. Yeah, your shorters will gravitate towards it, but a lot of people are still asleep at the wheel. They're not sure what's happening right now. But you will wake up and people are starting to come around to see that. But unfortunately, some people are going to wake up too late. So they're too busy. Everybody's just busy. That's all it is. So hopefully they get the message and people start moving things around. I know that word is I have that some of the higher ups at B, they're panicking right now because they don't know what to do because the train's rolling so fast. So like you've pointed out before, old Joey Two Socks and the gang, they could have just sat back and like you always said, he could have hid out in the basement and they could have all him and Nancy and them, they could have all did nothing and just chill. But they put the pedal to the metal and the juice in the system, and it's a train wreck, man. So, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it was irresistible for them to inject money into the system because it makes
And
them look good.
they're still injecting, man. It's hilarious.
Long term, it basically hurts everyone, and therefore their legacy with what they did. But the thing is that they hope they'll be out of office and to skate on free without any repercussions for their actions.
3 weeks ago, they were talking about another stimulus. How crazy is that? Put more juice in, why not?
They don't get it. They don't get economics. If they
they do. Don't worry.
Inject it into the system, it's gonna hurt everyone long term.
That's the whole goal. That's what they're trying to do, man. They get everything they're doing, like we talked about last night, my friend. Cloward and Piven. Cloward and Piven is what they're going for. If you don't know what that is, that's another show for another day. Because we have to go to the next stock. The next stock we have is FTK. FTK last tick was $1.54. Going to the chart, this one looks decent, and we wonder why it looks decent. Because first going into what would you say they do here? They're a technology-driven specialty chemistry and data company that serves customers across industrial and commercial consumer markets. It operates through the following segments: chemistry, technology, and data analytics. The chemistry technology segment develops and manufactures and distributes packaging, delivering of markets, sanitizers, disinfectants, commercial, government, personal, consumer, and includes specialty chemistries and logistics there. They're headquartered in Houston, Texas, so not the free state of Houston, Texas there. Going on to stock twits, because that's where the real traders are at. Kage, what do you have there on your end?
How about this comment from Cat Daddy 71? Interesting name, by the way.
Yeah.
I called this at 9 Made a mint. Now I'm calling FTK. Don't miss this one. Thank me later. And he's got a link to an article about how the company is anticipating new expansion.
Yeah, and I could see that. Going onto the site looks actually really good. It looks like they have the high performance cleaning products. One is the all purpose cleaners. So you could shop for that. Let's go into this and see what we got here. They have an unscented chemical, which is nice and it's biodegradable formula. It's actually bleach free, so there's no harsh chemicals in it. It's that they have fresh citrus, lavender, or they have scentless. You can order it in a gallon or 80 count. So their whole thing is non-toxic chemicals. So that's interesting. They also have hydrogen peroxide they carry, which going forward, because you're in a pandemic of never going to stop with COVID. It's just here for a long time because it is what it is. This company is going to succeed for what they're producing and things like that, as long as the numbers can stay straight. You will see a downtick in some of this just because, well, obviously not this week because everybody's talking about it, but you're not going to see, I think there's going to be waves of this where it comes and goes based on pandemics and things like that. But the products, as long as they keep on cranking out and doing the good job that they are, I mean, this thing is, it looks pretty good. What else you got there from the twits?
How about this one for real? He says, bullish. FTK, 107 million. Market cap for a company that already has roughly 40 million a year in annual revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Add 1 to 2 billion guaranteed revenue over the next 10 years. Revenue this big equals big profits also. Amazing this small cap company got this contract, and they have a bid for someone to buy the company or part of the company.
Mm-hmm.
This is not GEVO. GEVO had no revenue or profits and was 3 years away from producing its product when receiving a similar contract.
And what else do you have there? Because I got some breaking news on this one right here coming up.
How about this one from MC Netflix, I think his name. It says FTK bullish. Looks to be low estimate. They are talking about up 2.1 billion backlog over 10 years.
Wow, are you serious?
Yeah, apparently.
Dang,
that's what he says.
That's crazy. That's actually more breaking than what I'm going to break to you there. I've got Guru Focus. They've got an article here that says it looks like FTK has come into an agreement with Profac Holdings. I believe you said something about a partnership or merger before, right? Is that what the guy was hinting to?
I guess so. I think.
Okay.
I don't know if it's FTK.
No, yeah. Well, this one there's Profac Holdings LLC to expand the previous announced long-term supply agreement with Profac's affiliates. Looks like it said the company anticipates that after closing, the new expansion will increase the revenue backlog to $1 billion and $2.1 billion over the next 10 years. As a part of the transaction, Flowtech would issue to Flowtech notes convertible into Flowtech's common stock in maturity of 1 year in the amount of note base size of expansion for Profac on the right to appoint 2 members of Flowtech's board of directors. So you have that there. The company is providing additional information in investor presentation, so watch out for that. What else you got there from the twits?
How about this comment from Aries? He says, FTK, it's back at 14% green AH. I'm starting to think this thing will leave me in the dust if I'm looking for a dip re-entry. Y'all think she's gone at open tomorrow, or will profit takers step in at the bell?
Yeah, this is seriously interesting because of the fact that you got a $1 billion deal that they just did right there with the long term and going forward. Plus, that's not to say with the ongoing what's happening as far as these new variants and things like that. That's all you needed to go get is another one of these variants come in, and obviously, if they're providing biodegradable and non-toxic type of treatments and things like that and disinfectants, that's a huge deal because a lot of your stuff is like hardcore, like get you sick put it down, and like it's some of the stuff is bad news bears. I mean, if they're doing something where it's cleaner and not as harmful to the body and things like that, then that's freaking awesome, man. So, what else do you have there?
How about this one from Team Bullish Trading? They say about FTK up 84.27% for the day. Has agreed to expand its long-term supply agreement with ProFrac, which the company says will boost its revenue backlog at least $1 billion.
Yeah.
And as much as $2.1 billion over the next 10 years. So it's so the company that they're partnered with is ProFrac.
The only thing we can hope for is hopefully they don't run into like a manufacturing hiccup or something like that, as far as with parts for the manufacturing and people and things like that, because that could be bad news bears. So it could all spell doom, and then cost and things like that. But I mean, this thing going forward, as long as everything can hold up, I mean, it looks like a decent play. I could see why it's top trending. It's one of those safer plays, I would say, as long as the management holds up and things like that, which we'll see play out within the next 6 to 8 months, and we'll also see in the quarterly reports as well when the quarterlies come out. So the future quarterlies. What else do you have there?
How about this one from Watch Those Stocks? He says, FTK bullish. What are some main competitors for similar businesses so we can do market cap comparisons? I'm looking at Tel. Many are private. So he's trying to do his homework with finding some competitors that are similar.
Yeah, I mean that is actually also because everybody's on this one; they're gravitating towards that. You'd probably want to see anybody that is like that, and there are other companies that we've covered. I can't recall because we do like 2 to 3 of these, every day. But there are some that would be where you would go forward to look through there to check out. Interesting thing I also found, Kage, was Flowtech was featured in January 2021 issue of America Oil and Gas Reporter, an article entitled "Resource Science Tight Capital Drives Industry Ingenuity." Flowtech Chairman CEO John Gibson talked with a reporter Coulter Cookson on a wide range of topics, including emerging technologies, data, opportunities for the industry to increase profitability, and heighten focus for ESG, and Flowtech to engage in industry, raise awareness of greener chemistries. So with this going forward, if there's a way that they could revolutionize and make things different for the oil industry, that also could be. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. This could be another breakthrough company and not something, going forward. If it's going to be the benefit to help the industry run cleaner and things like that, then what's your opinion on this so far? Is this worth a look for you, or?
This is definitely worth a look. I don't know if this is a good price to buy it at, per se, since it's on the promotion list.
Yeah, everybody's talking about it right now. That's the only scary part about this one. So.
Yeah. So that being said, I would definitely give this a hard look. As far as getting into it, then I would suggest holding it until like spring of next year or something like that, if you were really looking forward into this for long-term hold.
Yeah, the next time the pump up the jams will get out this weekend, and then start searching and looking and finding where your entry point is if you're getting in, because I don't think this one's going away. I don't think we've seen the last of it. And I think going forward, it should be a worth a play to check out and look to see where you're at. So I'm out on this one. We're out for the show. That's the only 2 we're covering today. Do you got anything to add?
No, sir. I'm just gonna bid everyone good night and watch your money, keep yourself safe, and watch out for those sharks out there who want to take a bite out of you.
Yeah, watch it. Don't. Remember, signal, not noise. Stay away from the alphabet media. And good night now!